Hi guys, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6, the Australian modded game, I guess, Australian summer. We're playing with a couple of mods, the Seek UI, the KO Quick UI, which is just, changes how things look, and we're playing with the Take Your Time, Civic and Technology Cost ×2, which is an interesting way to play the game, considering Movember is already just about to enter the industrial era, so we're going to have to start doing stuff about this. I'm not really intending to win this game. As far as I can tell, I'm just trying to make a religion victory work, because I think it's one of the only victory types I haven't actually pulled off. Yes, I will, Movember, I promise. I'll be sending you missionaries soon. Goodbye. So I want to do a combination of something I'm going to want to unlock actually that I hadn't considered is actually cartography. So after I go for Hagia Sophia, I'm going to go for cartography, so that my units can embark. And then I'm going to want to be picking up, probably sending out some of these. I think I'm going to want to pick up a missionary here, pick up a couple of missionaries and send them out to spread things. So I want to get to Jakarta, I want to get Hong Kong. I want to make sure I'm spreading at least, somewhat. It's very interesting that you can space cities out like this when there's no water between them. I think we're going to start off with Watermill, Granary, Monument, Builder. That's a build order for this city to get it started. Should put it into a good place. Brisbane has completely finished its holy site, so now I could theoretically, if I was going like hardcore into winning the game religiously, is to start turning my production into faith. But I think it also makes sense to get a bit of gold here. And so, following that logic, we can, what can we do? We can start doing things correctly. My brain has turned off momentarily. Give me a moment to turn it back on. I could grab like a campus, commercial hub, entertainment district. Entertainment district would actually be very useful here, especially if I consider, let me have a look here at the 6-city overlap. If I were to build it there, oh wow, this industrial hub would overlap 7 cities, which is interesting. Very, very interesting to me. I think I will put it there just for the sake of it, because it'll get the double mine adjacency. Although I'm going to be putting outback stations on those, though I only built those mines, so there, yeah, that makes sense. And then if I drop an entertainment hub there, so let me swap that tile and drop an entertainment complex right there. And that should do the trick. That'll bring up the amount of amenities in my civilization quite a bit when I get around to it. So long term here, I want a temple, and I think I might purchase a temple, kind of turning one resource into another. If I purchase the temple, get quite a boost, and then build the meeting house. It'll take a lot of turns, but it will eventually pay off in terms of what we need. And then I'm going to transfer this to Sydney, because Sydney has issues. Now, I'm going to build it here, so that I hit all 7 cities or whatever with the regional bonuses when it eventually comes around. And this builder is going to go get that iron online. This builder is going to grab these pearls. Adds, a little bit of stuff to him. So we're going to focus food, production, and faith is what we're looking for here. So food production and faith. If I take these off, it stops them from working. Yeah, food production and faith. Takes them off these kind of lesser good tiles. Although I want to grow, but we're not ready to grow here. We don't have very good tiles for growth. Yeah, food production and faith. Do that. And here also food production and faith. So if they have good tiles to work, they should work them preferentially, but if they don't have good tiles, they'll work the faith. Which should give us a little bit of extra and get us to the point where we dominate a little bit quicker. I'm actually going to delete this pin. A little bit less of a pin-heavy game. I'm being denounced. That's fine. A little bit less of a pin-heavy game because just the particular way I'm playing just demands that I use less pins. Am I getting more settlers? I am. So now you're gonna also want to spread to Brisbane. Because you're going to grow and build a workshop. Okay. Now we have 2 missionaries to send off. I think we will be sending them to Jakarta, primarily. Why don't you spend 3 turns going over there? And then you make your way over to... Yeah, you make your way over there also. We're doing a little bit of stuff. You get over there and improve that fish. It becomes a really nice fish tile. I thought I had a missionary. I think I might have already converted these cities. Have a look at the... Oh, he wants to trade pearls or open borders. I'm not really interested in that. So... Sure. I'll trade a luxury for a luxury. That's perfectly reasonable for me. Choose production. Here's Canberra. And... got some pretty nice tiles going on here. You just finished another settler. So I have 1 settler going over here, and it probably makes sense to get another settler up onto these bananas, probably. Settle on the bananas. Get up to there, if you can. You've got some options here. Now I could be converting my production into faith, but I think what I'll do is I'll grab another settler, because we're kind of in the expansionist phase. And then we're going to grab an apostle, see what we can do on that front in terms of fighting his missionaries up here. This is what we want to do. Okay, so probably time to grab an arena, because we're a little light on amenities. And then you're also going to drop a mine here. That gave us ironworking improvement tech, which is nice. Am I gonna put a farm here? I think I will, because this city lacks good tiles. Yeah, I'll drop a farm there. Sure. Similarly, there's a builder here, but not many tile improvements to be made over here. So why don't you make your way to that over there? Oh, you should drop a fishing boat here. I'll improve this city a little bit. Unit needs orders. Okay, I have a missionary en route to where it needs to go. That's strange. It told me it could go there, but then it couldn't. Odd. Very, very odd. That's the end of the turn. Kind of having trouble parsing all this visual information that's on my screen. Scoot your way over here. You're going over to there. That's reasonable. We have, you know, galleys and triremes and stuff exploring the world. I haven't quite managed to find faith doodads. City-states? Faith city-states? I was kind of hoping I would have found some by now. This has a holy site now, so pretty much just grab a shrine, temple, meeting house, do that thing. We could send an envoy to Hong Kong, and I think we might do that. We might not. We'll see. We have pent-up envoys if we do find a religious city-state, which is what we're looking for. I think I will drop a farm here, because it makes sense for this city to have a little bit of a better tile. And it's working on the meeting house, which is good. We have a missionary here. Can you... I don't know if you guys can spread from the water, but we'll see. It would make sense if they could. It wouldn't make sense if they couldn't, because you would have situations like this where you have a city-state on like a very small island where you couldn't evangelize. Okay, so they have taken the faith, and they are now following, and I should be getting +2 from my religion for that, right? Next turn. Right, next turn I should get +2 from that. Awesome. Oh, in Canberra, it's time to build a couple of apostles to start the religious sort of theological warfare. Now, Brisbane has finished an arena, so I could do certain things with this. How long until photography finishes? So, for example, I could grab a commercial hub, and that would be really nice, actually, for my city. Right there. You grab me a builder, a couple turns, and then I'll sort of do a little chopping and stuff, and we'll figure that out. Because I don't want to just plant on a forest, because I think that's a waste of that tile. We're going to grab a meeting house here, because we're going hardcore into the faith. Production towards defensive buildings. You don't really have an option for what you're going to do. I could chop there and drop a mine on it. Apostles are going to need some fun stuff going out here. Drop a mine here. Awesome. It's going to improve this city quite a bit. You might be saying, wait, isn't this like really late into the game to be dropping settlers? Well, yeah, I mean, sure. But who cares about that? Oh, do you know what I'm going to want to look at too? Spies. That's something I'm going to want to keep an eye out for. When do I get spies? Is it Machiavellianism? Here. Yeah, that's something I'm going to want to pick up pretty early too. Okay, you just finished a settler. So let me check where all these settlers are going. I've got one heading over here. And I've got another settler heading up to Japan. Probably a good idea to send another settler over here, settle there, and then we could probably do another one for India. Just kind of spreading out as wide as we can, because 3 extra spreads when adjacent to a natural wonder. Well, it just so happens I have one over here, so why don't you make your way tentatively over there and then pick up that 3 extra spreads. And then how about you? What have you got? Religious spread. Yeah, natural wonder. Ooh, triple strength in the cities of other civilizations. That could be very strong, actually. I'm going to take that bonus. Okay, we have a builder over here. Does it make sense to chop out this tile? Well, here's the question is, where are we going to build our holy site? It's probably going to be there. So if I chop that, does that make the tile nicer? It's a good question. We have another religious guy. Move there. Does it make sense to spread here? No, it should be fine. I'm trying to just like do a little bit of spreadage next turn. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't show you what the religious status of a city is if it doesn't have a majority religion. That kind of bothers me a little bit, and it's something I would like to see them change. In particular for, you know, a religious victory style game. I don't think I've tried to win a religious game before. I've screwed around with religion, but normally just as like a trying to get some bonuses thing. Okay, you just finished a builder. You could keep making me builders, and that wouldn't be terrible, because we can always just use builders. You know, there's no harm in having a lot of builders. But you could also do like holy site prayers and get me a lot of faith, which seems like a good idea to me. So I want to move these past that, and I have another builder here. I think the goal is to chop over there. And so if I chop this, now when I go to build this holy site, not quite as attractive. Well, I mean, holy site does make sense. +3 over here. Let me have a look at the old PL map mode. Well, you know, actually, it would make sense to, if I chopped out the forests over here, it might actually improve the appeal. So why don't you go chop there and see what we can pull off. until, but we'll hold out. We'll hold off on that. So this guy has access to an industrial zone, which is good. Which is good. Not quite ready for a commercial hub. So a commercial hub here would be really nice actually, because I could do like a harbor here later. Yes, let's do a commercial hub. Nice and early commercial hub. Get a bit of extra gold going. Commercial hubs are kind of somewhat essential too, just in general, because they give you trade routes. The trade routes are really powerful in of themselves. Next turn. Fairly long turns, not amazingly long. I really enjoy this kind of Earth map. Maybe I want to try. Maybe I'll do I'll try to do a playthrough of each civilization through this Earth map. It sounds like a lot of work, but it could be really rewarding, you know. Oh, you're the one who needs to pass through the. You know, you have 6 spreads, so these are going to be used aggressively against our enemies. And these guys are more for sort of just passively spreading to ourselves. So missionaries are more like internal spreading, in my opinion, and then apostles are for like actual engagement in the enemy. And the only danger of putting apostles into enemy lands is that they could just declare war on you. I don't know if the AI will do that, but it is something a player would definitely do. Okay, we took an apostle. And then we're going to change production here in Brisbane. We just did Holy Site prayers. And now we have quite a bit of faith. Oh, I meant to get a builder to chop, and then I sent him the wrong way because I'm a dumbass. But, you know, that's life. We'll wait a turn on that. You just finished your meeting house, so now you're producing quite a clip of faith, actually. So it might even make sense for you to sort of slowly work on things like maybe a campus could be good. Theater square could be good. Maybe a campus. Yeah, once you drop a theater square. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind in the culture. Once you drop a theater square and just slowly work on it. Oh, I don't actually own that tile, so I'm going to purchase it. And so, like right now, it is... What's the appeal of this tile, is the question. The appeal of this tile is 3, I think. No, 2. So if I were to chop, and then look at the appeal, it's still 2. So what if I were to go there, and then next turn I'll chop. Let's see what happens. So actually, something I'm going to want to pick up that I haven't picked up yet is irrigation. This is my dumbass and I skipped it. Because it's a dead-end leaf tech for some reason. God knows why. I want you to follow this guy. So just wait their turn. And this is a good city founding in my opinion. You're going to want to go like watermill, granary, monument, builder. Those are all interesting things that you can do. I have a missionary here, go spread to Broken Hill. I have an apostle, unit needs orders. Apostles, yeah. So these are going to be the units we use to be aggressive against China. China. Spreading out. People settle too close. Ignore this request. Sorry, buddy. It's just, you know, nothing personal. I just have to settle cities to crush you. Holy crap, he's a big army. Okay, so we finished irrigation, which opens up quite a few tile improvements for me that I had not been able to do, particularly in the banana sort of area of things. Now, what I wanted to try out was the Holy Site, right? Yeah. So it's +3 there, and if I purchase this and then chop, what is it now? Still +3. Let's see, appeal. It is 3 appeal now. We have a lot. I don't know what breathtaking is. Breathtaking is 4 or more, so if I could get 1 more appeal over here, maybe I could plant a forest there later in the game. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to be dropping the Holy Site there, because it's a nice tile. And probably makes sense to drop a mine. Actually, it makes sense to get this these dyes online, or spices. Spices will give me an amenity. I don't have an amenity. Well, I have amenities, but I don't have that particular amenity. And can spread 2 extra times. Yeah, I think extra spreads is just good. Chop here. And then swap here. Now this settler, so I have a settler heading off where? I can just click on them to find out. You're heading over there. I think I have another settler heading over there. Oh, someone settled in India, which is kind of bothersome because I was hoping to settle there. I could settle for the foxes. Not a terrible idea. Yeah, let's do it. Let's settle for the foxes. Where exactly do we settle? How about you just make your way over there, then we'll make that decision. My units should pick up their pace though now in a couple turns once I pick up the cartography. Okay, Canberra. You've literally only just been making like settlers this entire game. It's time for you to do other things. And one of those other things could actually be making a trader for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like pick another city to pick up the settler slack. It's probably gonna be Ballaramart or whatever it's called. We have here an apostle. Keep making your way over to the enemy, the apostle. So the map is about to get like 50% smaller in terms of like water distance once I hit cartography. We're gonna do a little review of our social policies. I do have some changes I want to make. For example, I think I can actually live without the settler policy now, and I will be putting in the holy site adjacency policy. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. So now our faith should, if I tap this, let me just... Well, it should have increased a little bit, but maybe it already calculated, so no big deal. More apostles, though, for the war effort. Is there... Yeah, sadly China's in the game, so they're pretty much whoring all of the wonders ever, which isn't a huge deal. We have Canberra. Choose production. What do you want? Holy site prayers? No. Builders? We are going to need a lot of builders once we hit a certain tech level. So it might be a good idea to grab some builders. Choose production here in Brisbane. And a commercial hub would make sense. I had just built a builder here to chop out that forest. So, let me see. Are there any more things I could use? I mean, eventually I'm going to need a lot of builders. But I think it makes sense just to grab maybe a couple more galleys to explore. We're about to hit cartography. You grab me a galley or two. Here is a 5 spread apostle. We're going to be sending... The very first person we're going to be assaulting is China. And you're going to be transferring to Sydney. Because Sydney needs the sort of help the most in terms of food and production. We'll drop a mine there. There's a pretty good industrial zone there. You're an apostle. Keep making your way along here. Missionary over to this way. One more turn and all my units are faster. I'm pretty excited about that. Is there another one of those later? Question I have. +2 movement for embarked units. That's pretty much like the only thing I'm going to care about later is embarked movement speed. Embarked movement speed is going to be important for me in this sort of naval world. Here's Brisbane again. Brisbane is just constantly busy. I thought I would have unlocked cartography because it did say 1 turn remaining, so a little surprised that it didn't. And I'm going to set you on auto explore. And you're going to go to Adelaide. And then you're going to look into building yourself a commercial hub. Can you steal this tile? If I go Commerce Hub... Well, you're going to need a holy site actually too. Drop... Yeah, let's get the holy site going for you. This is an apostle. I'm trying to remember what to do with all the units, especially with all the sort of pop-up-y stuff, with all the like map mode stuff that happens when I click on a unit. It makes it kind of tough. I don't think we're going to be able to build enough farms in time. We're about to get guilds, so we're going to want to start storing up, build their charges. Yeah. We're doing a lot of chopping over here soon, once we get all these guys going. Relic Martyr is reasonable. I think it might be actually better to start an Inquisition. That way we can purchase Inquisitors, which are sort of, you know, cheaper anti-missionary troops. Like, for example, we could go send out some of those to fight those guys. Missionary. Yeah, keep following the settler out. Settlers on the way over there. But I think that's actually got to be the end of this episode. I want to thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying it. A little bit of a weirder, kind of different kind of game. I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of torn on the CQ UI. I really like it, but there's certain things I don't like. Like, here's an improvement. I prefer the solid improved things, although hidden is quite nice too. Yeah, actually, this is much nicer. Clears up the clutter. Show yields on by default is fine. Oh, I guess I just need to work on tweaking it a little bit. I'm pretty happy with the CQ UI, but I guess I just need to tweak it to my satisfaction. I think removing the resource icons for things that are improved is already a big step for me. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm kind of, you know, I wasn't sure if I would really like it if it was slowed down this way. It feels different, and it's just kind of nice to play the game this way. I'm really excited to actually try out maybe like a X5 technology game and see what it's like if the technology's prices and stuff are increased by 5 times, and then maybe do another one of these Earth maps. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you want to see more videos, that you can subscribe to the channel. If you want to directly support my channel, leave a like on the video. And if you want to give me direct feedback, make sure you leave a comment. But that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all very much, and bye-bye.